Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Going to hand this off. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Trying to extend the play. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And a spin move there before he's tackled. Picks up a solid gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. A quick spin move. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Gamecocks will line up now. It's first and goal. Receiver in motion now. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. You come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Colorado offense will take over. First and 10.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The DB is backing off from the line now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Caught on the outside. It's Miller. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Try to add the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Over the middle and incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. As a design quarterback keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 14, Colorado 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 20. At the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Colorado. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And the Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Spinning out of the tackle. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
First down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, South Carolina. This offense really clicking. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback dropping back. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Gamecocks will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the Buffaloes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. And we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The defense with more pre-snap movement. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Looking to throw it again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Ball handed off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And the Buffaloes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Ready, set.
Second down play coming up.
Easy.
Gonna run it. It's Fuller. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Here's a shot toward the end zone. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The Gamecocks bring their punt team onto the field. A low line drive, ugly punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Colorado offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaks loose at the 40. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10.
Get set, get set.
Linebacker shifting around now. Running with purpose. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Important second down play coming up. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he pulls in the catch. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, South Carolina 21, Colorado 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, it's a nice game here. They get the first down to stop the clock, but late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense, 1st and goal from the 10. Buffalo's come to the line to run the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle, it's Miller. Touchdown, Buffaloes. This game is far from over. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
That keeps the score. South Carolina 21, Colorado 13.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They're going to run it. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. You're late in the game. You got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line. Run that running back. Make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Now it's second down here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And then first down, right back to the running game. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Clear. Clear.
And now the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Pittsburgh.
Trying to find room. It's Fuller. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And it's a kneel down.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee, end this game, and advance in the playoffs.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.